3D platformers typically fall into a pretty basic mold. You've got your kind of cutesy character. He runs around, he jumps, he does stuff, goes to a lot of different worlds. You've got your ice world, your fire world, all your elements are represented, and he collects like a billion things. There's little doodads, little items over here, stars, coins, whatever. Ratchet & Clank does away with most of the stuff that make a 3D platformer a 3D platformer. As such, it feels a little less like a platformer at times and kind of more of a third-person adventure, but it has just enough of those platformy elements to where it still does kind of walk the line between platformer and adventure game. So Ratchet's like this alien dude guy. They never really specify in the game what exactly Ratchet is, but he's definitely an alien of sorts, and he's kind of a handyman. He runs around with a gigantic wrench, and the opening of the game finds him fixing a spaceship. That's when Clank, a little robot, falls out of the sky and brings with him a tale of the world in peril. Basically, a big corporation is living on a planet that is polluted so bad that, just like the movie Spaceballs, they're going to go raid another planet and steal its resources so that they can rebuild a new planet for their home. So all the planets in the universe are in danger as this corporation kind of moves from planet to planet, kind of just destroying everything in its wake. As Ratchet & Clank, you'll hop from planet to planet and cover a lot of different objectives in each world. You'll find infobots along the way that'll show kind of brief video clip that will reveal the location of a new planet, and that's how you'll discover new worlds to travel to. You can go to any of the worlds at any time. You just have to find your ship in the level, and you can jump to any of the worlds that you've previously visited or any of the worlds that you found infobots for. That said, the game does kind of keep a pretty linear thing going on. You can jump around a bit here and there, but there's going to be kind of one main path you're going to want to stick to. Instead of the standard hit guys with your melee weapon or jump on their head platformer gameplay, Ratchet & Clank kind of goes for a more combat-focused sort of thing. You still have your gigantic wrench, which you can swing for kind of a 3-hit combo to take guys out, but you also just have this huge array of weaponry to choose from. You'll have to purchase the weaponry with money you'll find throughout the world. While this kind of sounds a little collection-oriented, there's so much money everywhere that it never really becomes a problem having to save up money to buy like the next available weapon. Some of the weapons include a machine gun blaster, a flamethrower, a gigantic fist that you can use to punch people out of the way, a Tesla coil sort of glove that'll let you shock people, a bomb glove, and the Glove of Doom, which lets you kind of throw out these eggs, and then these little mini robots hatch from it and kind of tear up everything in their path. That's pretty cool. The game's objectives are pretty well designed, and along the way you'll find an array of mini games to let you mix things up also. You'll enter like a hoverboard race, you'll man some turrets to shoot some things out of the sky. You'll also fly a starfighter, which is really cool. One of the boss fights, you'll be chasing after this guy, and it's almost kind of like Star Fox in a way. You'll be chasing after him and have to gun him down. He'll be kind of launching things back at you. You have to dodge and shoot at the same time. That's a really well done sequence. Probably the most impressive thing about Ratchet & Clank is just the way the game is so well balanced. The levels are really well designed. You'll never have to do a whole lot of backtracking. You'll have situations where you have to travel a really long way to get to an objective, but once you get to that item, it's not like you have to turn around and run all the way back to your ship. They'll provide an alternate path or a teleporter or something that really keeps the action moving. So you don't have to cover a whole lot of ground over and over again and then do the same things. That's what brings down a whole lot of modern platformers, and it's really skillfully dodged in this case. Ratchet & Clank also feels a lot longer than the average platformer game does these days. Sly Cooper, Sony's last platform game, was something you kind of breeze through in somewhere between 5 and 10 hours if you were serious about finishing it. Ratchet & Clank isn't like that at all. It's the sort of game that you kind of feel like you're getting close to the end, and then it'll kind of throw a few more missions at you, and you go, okay, well now I'll get back to my main quest, which is finishing the game right here in this level, and then it'll throw like another 2 levels at you. It's really good about kind of providing the plot twists to keep you going, and those late game level twists don't really feel forced. They're not like they were meant to artificially extend the game. It's all really well designed stuff, and fans of platformer games, fans of third person action games should run out and get it. It's really fantastic.